guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Builderment. And in the last one, we finished setting up our little factory here. I did go ahead and clean up our island. Most of the stuff now is gone. We just have like basic factories now. All the raw resources, I'm making the graphite, whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. Graphite. We're making that. Everything's looking pretty good. So we are making earth tokens over here, but it is slow. It is very slow. And I think it's because I'm not actually producing enough concrete fast enough. So I think what I want to do before we start worrying about like mass production, I want to get this thing going a little bit quicker. So I want to make a concrete factory. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. So let's think about this. I'm going to need probably how do I want to do this? I don't even know what's going on here. I think we need workshops to make the stone, to make the sand. Okay, I think we need that. So we're going to need a whole bunch of workshops. Let's get that going real quick. Workshops, build. And I don't know how many we're going to need for now, but let's just go with that. Okay, so that is going to make us sand. Now with the sand, we need, I forget, is it machine shop? No, it's probably a forge. I imagine it's a forge to make concrete. Yes, okay, so we need to make steel rods. Okay. Not a problem. Let's get some steel. Steel comes from... Is it coal and iron? Just like this? I think that's it. No, you know what? It's graphene and iron. That's why we made all this graphene. So I'm going to take this over this way. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to get us some more concrete. There we go. Let's get that under there. And I guess... You know what? I'll just connect this in here somewhere. Okay, let's see. Can I just copy the concrete factory from here? Which one is it? There's got to be a bazillion of them. By the time I find it, it would have been easier just to... Here it is. We need the steel. Okay, so it's forge. It's a forge. So let's go ahead and copy our forge machine. One here. One here. And we may as well double this up. Just to make sure. Okay, now, as far as concrete... That was the furnace. The forge. It was also a forge. So we're going to need a forge again. We are going to put that stuff right into there, I think. Oh, I gotta set these blueprints. We want this to be steel. Okay, we want this to be concrete. Let's copy that. It's gonna go right into there, and then we just gotta bring this. Come on. We just gotta bring this up and over for now. And that will get us some concrete, I think. Sand, steel rod. Oh, we're not making steel rods, we're just making steel. Hang on, we can fix this. Not like that, we can't. Alright, right like that. Okay, we're gonna need workshops. I think that is how we do it. That in there. Make sure those are set to rods. Is that right? There we go. Okay, so eventually... Okay, the graphene's coming. Good. Good. It's coming. Okay, we're going to want to take this concrete that we're making. And we're going to want to... Let's leave a little bit of a space here. we're going to want to come down here and tie into that thing. It's gonna be spaghetti, but it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna come down under here, right into there. That should do it. That should do it. Oh, we also need concrete down here. Let's get a splitter. And make sure I don't accidentally connect things that don't need to be connected. We'll go under there. And we'll just connect it right into there. Okay, it's not pretty, but it'll work. It looks like we have a little bit of room here for some extra sand. Or I can just upgrade this belt, maybe. That is doing it. Okay, that is doing it. How are things? These guys are a little slow. Speed them up here. Let's just go crazy. There we go. Now this is going to be hella slow, but it's still going to be faster than what we were doing before. Okay, we're gonna start making a little bit of concrete. It's not the best, but it'll do. What's the ratios on these things? 6 iron to 1 graphite. I should probably add a second belt. And maybe even a third one. We've got the iron here. Let's connect this in here. I don't know. We'll connect this in here. Why not? That should help us out a little bit. Okay, that's gonna get us some extra concrete. You'll love to see it. Guys, I think we've actually unlocked everything. Oh, not quite. I'm making earth tokens still. We've made 2. Made 2 earth tokens. Look at us go. Okay, so this should actually speed things up quite substantially, I think. Once this factory actually gets going. I want to see. We need more concrete. That's not enough. That's not fast enough for me. I think we need to expand even further. So what if I take this and I connect it in here? Okay. And then I'm going to need this. That is not where I needed to put that. We'll put it down here in the proper location. How does that sound? And then we'll connect this down here. This can all get deleted. And we just need to copy this one more time, and that should be good. I hope. Let's reorganize this a little bit as well. Something like that. And something like that. Why not? It'll be close enough. Good enough. Okay, so that should help with our steel productions, which should in turn help with our concrete productions. And how are things looking? We're actually getting some materials down here now, so that should help. These things take 6 concrete per one. These ones take 24. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, it's fine. That's gonna help out substantially, I think. And honestly, we could probably even get more going, because right now these things aren't even, there's no gaps in them. Oh, maybe they are. Okay, they are. Yeah, they're gapping out. Okay, so that's fine. We can let that run for a bit. Now, while that's happening, I kind of want to try and start setting up a better system, and I don't know how I want to do this yet. For the most part, almost every single thing in here needs graphite. Almost every single factory has coal and wood going into graphite. Coal and wood. This one actually is using it twice. Coal and wood here. We got coal and wood here. Coal and wood here. It's just like there's so much right there, there. So for sure, we need coal and wood. I think we want to just turn all of it into graphite. And when I say all of it, I mean all of it. I don't think there's really anything else that we need wood for. There might have been a couple factories in here that just took wood, like this one, to make the frames. I think that's... Honestly, I think that's it. Oh, this one here, we're also making frames. Okay. This one is also making frames, so it's... We need some wood to make frames, and other than that, it all has to go into graphite. Okay, so... I think what I want to do... And this is going to be crazy, but I think what I want to do is start wiring up all of our graphite, or all of our wood, onto one part of the map where we can start turning it into graphite. Maybe. I guess this is fine, because it's already getting used up. Maybe it's fine. We're already using it, and it's easier to haul one belt than it is to haul, you know, 20. So maybe that is fine. Maybe it's fine. We'll just make a whole bunch of smaller graphite belts. Where's this one going? This coal here. The problem with something like this, though, is once it backs up, you're just wasting that resource, and it's not going anywhere. I could be using that to turn this into graphite. So I don't know. I just don't know what I want to do. I think... Oh, man. I think I want to just tear everything apart and get some sort of organized system going. And I say organized very, very roughly, because nothing I do is ever organized. Oh my god. Okay, we've also got extra graphite up here. And what is going on with this? This is just stone. That's not going anywhere. Okay. And that was getting us gears once upon a time, which we're actually going to need again at some point. Earth tokens. Where's that belt upgrade? Yeah, we need 50 earth tokens, though. The cool thing is, soon, now that we're producing earth tokens, we're going to be able to unlock the tier 5 extractors, which is cool. That's actually awesome. I want to just see... Have we started... producing our... This thing just takes so much concrete. I think this thing takes 4 of those. Yeah, this takes 4 of those. Oh, but hang on. It's working. We're gonna have our 3rd earth token soon. So that thing's working. Takes 4 of those, and this one takes 24. So it's like 96 concrete to make one of these things. Gross. That is just gross. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. So what I want to do, I can make this into graphite. I don't think we need coal for anything. Like, just straight coal. I don't think anything uses straight coal. And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. So anytime I have coal, I should be turning it into graphite. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so anytime I have coal, we're turning it into graphite. So this is actually perfect. These two right here, I can start a graphite factory. And we can actually just... quick and dirty, we can copy this whole factory times 3. I think that was a triple, right? I think that was a triple. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab this, put it in there, and we want to run the coal. And actually, I could run coal over here so that we can power these facilities up even more. I like that idea. Let me go ahead and get these power plants set up really quick, and we'll meet back up. Alright guys, I've gone ahead, I've set that stuff up down here. I just want to really quickly throw a balancer on this coal. And we're gonna go 4 ways with it, because one is going to be for fuel for the other side. And one is going to, 3 are going to be for graphite. So these 3 can just go right into our graphite. And in fact, I should probably go into the top? I think I should go into the top with these. We'll go up. Okay, we'll go in here. The wood can come in the bottom. Okay, that looks good. And there we go. This is going to be fuel for our wood factory. And we'll get some splitters. I hate how When you're going to build under something and there's only a one gap, it says like no can do. Okay, we'll go in there. Probably need another splitter somewhere. We'll go up like this, maybe another splitter. That is not right. There we go. Connect that in there. Connect this over here. We'll get another splitter. Whatever. It's no big deal. Okay, we'll come down here. All right, and then I could, I guess, just run this guy over for what it's worth. There we go. And I don't know what's going on here. Perfect. Okay, so now we've got the wood. We just gotta run it back into here. And we're gonna start making more graphite, which is perfect. It's exactly what we want to see. There we go. And let's just run it out over here for now. I don't know where I'm gonna take that yet, but at least we've got it set up. Where else can I go? I got this wood here. I might just keep that as normal wood because I have no coal nearby. I got this coal. I've also got this coal, but you know what? This coal and this wood can combine together. Maybe even this coal too. Looks like there's a lot of wood. Okay, one more is done. I've gone ahead. I've already connected the coal up here to the factory, so that is now working away, doing its thing. I probably should have put the coal outputs before, like these splitters before the balancer, but it's fine. I think it's fine. Are these maxed out? Why are they so slow? No, they are not. Not at all. Okay, there. That was a problem. Does that mean these aren't either? Nope, those ones are. Okay, so that is working out okay. How about you guys? All maxed out? I feel like I maxed out most of these things already. I just had a few, I guess, that I didn't do. So, there we go. We got graphite here. We got graphite. This is graphite? Yep. Okay, good. We got graphite here. We got graphite here. We got graphite over here. We got graphite over here. We got graphite over here. And I could probably squeeze in a little bit more graphite right over here. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. And then this stuff in here I have to kind of leave because we're using it right now. Oh, the concrete's building up. Well, that's good. Now what's the problem? Oh, we're short on wood. We're not getting enough wood in here. That is problematic. I can get some more in if I put a splitter, but that doesn't really help the issue. Because now I'm only going to be sending half up that way. So I don't know if that necessarily actually fixes the problem or makes it worse. I should probably just bring some more wood up here. I've got extra wood. I think we can get an extra belt out of this. Let's see. Maybe I can squeeze another belt of wood in here. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it though. I need to connect it. Oh no, I need to connect it, I guess, into this belt, really. That's not that bad. We can do that. Let's go all the way around. And where did I want to wrap it in? I wanted to wrap it in right here. Okay, we'll go under all of that if I can. And then we'll go under all that if I can. And actually, you know what? Since I'm taking half of this, why don't I just take this and this? We'll move it, and this. We'll move it down one. Like that. And instead of putting this here, actually, what I'll do is I'll put this like that. We'll send everything that way. And then this one, we'll send everything that way. That should give us a ton more wood. As long as this factory can keep up. How are you doing here? Tier 4, everything looking good. I could run some coal. Maybe I will. We can increase our productions a little bit. Let me run some coal over here real quick and we'll get this thing juiced out. Okay, so now that we're making all this graphite everywhere, I think we need to start looking or considering how we're going to turn it all into iron or into steel. So I've got, actually, this graphite factory here is perfect because we've got a ton of iron here. So we can actually copy the steel factory that we just made. We can copy this for the most part, I think, and just feed it right in here. We've only got 2 belts of iron though, so it's gonna be a little slow. I need to turn all of these around. And I need to turn all of these around. Right? Actually, those could stay the way they were. I think. That looks good. So we can take this. Let's get a splitter. That's gonna be for graph. No, I do that every time. I do that every time. Okay, oh my god. There. We'll fix that. Okay, this is gonna go under here. Into there. Perfect. You'll love to see it. We're gonna feed in some iron right in the middle. And this other stuff can go right in the end. I think that's fine. And actually, we probably don't need this. If we're gonna do it kind of like that, let's make sure that we're getting in full belts, just like so. That should be working. We should be printing out some steel. I don't need that. Okay, and for now, just to see how this is going to work, maybe I will just put it into... I'll just put it into here. We'll just garbage it. I want to see how this is going to work. Whether we're going to need more output or not. I think the steel factory is actually working pretty efficiently here. I can maybe steal some coal from somewhere. Got coal anywhere nearby? Oh, there's coal right there. Okay, so we can sneak a little bit of this coal. Yeah, we can actually take some right from here. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally mix up the belts again, because I do that all the time. And I don't want those to be mixed up either. Okay. There we go. So that is going to get us some coal that we can use in our factory here. Where's those power doohickeys? Let's get these things going. Where can I stuff them? I mean, that spot there looks pretty good. Mighty convenient. And I guess we'll have to get one more. Okay, that'll do for now. Got some splitters I can copy. We'll send one belt into here. One belt into here. And we can even copy that. And we'll feed it down into here. Okay, that's looking good. I don't think this one can actually keep up with the... Well, maybe now with the power-ups it can. Okay, anyway, I've got this other one over here that I kind of want to do. Oh, we've already got this set up. Mostly. We've got this mostly set up. I just need to run some coal over here. That's not bad. We'll put that right in there. Okay, let's get some coal over there. Okay, so that actually looks like it's going to keep up. This can't produce any more. So we can take that. We'll run it over here. And I think what I want to do is get one more of these. That looks good. We'll copy this right into there. Okay, so now these guys, quite simply, are going to just connect into here. That's going to be making us a whole pile of steel. I don't think it's even close to what we were making originally. But it's a good start. And you know what I could do? Because this is going 2 ways, I should I think. Set up a fourth one. Something like that. And at least then we're going to be using the extra stuff. So let's get the splitter. And we'll connect that in there. And there we go. We're making a whole bunch of steel. That doesn't need to be there anymore. I can actually probably connect this belt into this one. I imagine all of those will fit on one belt. And then, you know what? I don't even think we need... I don't even know if we need just straight steel for anything. Or if we're just using concrete everywhere. Concrete. That's not even steel, that's graphite. What do we got here? That's for batteries. I don't see any straight steel. We must need it. We must. Concrete. I don't know. Anyway, we're making a whole bunch of steel right now. I can turn it into rods eventually. I guess I could turn it into rods right away. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. So let's not put the sail thing on. I don't think. No, let's leave it off, because otherwise we're just wasting resources. This is actually getting split into our big hub, so I don't want to take stuff from there if I don't have to. All right, that looks good. So then, now that we're making some steel over here, I could make some more steel up here. Because we've got graphite here. I wonder if there's any being left over. This stuff's not even making it all the way to the end, honestly. We probably don't need any more steel. Or I can use some graphite that I'm making up here somewhere? I was making some more right here. Oh, but we were connecting this in though, weren't we? Or was I not? No, I turned it off. Okay, look at me go. So we can delete, well, that part of it. And then this, we can, well, we can put it back. I want to connect it in. I want to connect it in over there somewhere. And that's going to be perfect because look at, there's stone right beside it too. Yeah, that's actually terrific. Do I got coal coming down here? I do. Okay, hold up. Let's get... One of you guys had mentioned a long time ago, you use storages when you want to put stuff side by side. And it actually seems like a good idea. So I'm going to try it. I haven't done it yet. I've always gone with the underground belt route. But look at that. That's going to work out just perfectly. So we'll do that. We want coal over here. And that is going to connect into a splitter. And actually, in this case, I think I do want to go with the underground belt, so that I can go both ways. Because we're going to want coal power up here. We're going to want coal power down here. Let me just go ahead and get that set up. And there we go. Okay, how many belts do I got? I got 2? I should have more than 2 here, no? 24 extractors? No, that's about 2 belts. Okay. So there we go. We got graphene coming in. Let's get our phase 2 steel production. That's this guy. We just want to copy that whole thing. It's nice once you get one set up and then you can just keep using it as reference. As long as you don't lose where you were, okay? We'll go with something like this. Something like that. That'll be fine. Alright, we'll connect this down into here. That one's gonna go in there. That one's gonna go in there. Okay. Perfect. Now we've got all of this, which I should be turning into sand. So let's get that forge. Not the forge. Let's get the workshop build. And we'll start spamming this stuff into sand, I hope. Sand. Copy, paste. Alright, there we go. And now that we've got this, we can start turning those into rods. Which are here. There we go. And we can connect all of this into a concrete factory, which I should be able to just copy from here. steel, sand, into concrete. Bada boom, bada bing. I just gotta figure out how I want to run this now. I might have to turn one of these around. Okay, we'll turn that guy around. And I probably don't necessarily need 2 belts of sand, but concrete sometimes uses a lot, I think, of sand, so maybe we will connect it in like that. Now we are making concrete here, slowly but surely. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. You'll love to see it. Okay, so now we're making a little bit of concrete. We're making a whole bunch of graphite, like piles of it. I'm making a bunch of steel. I wonder if there's another spot I can set up steel. I got iron here. We're making graphite here. This is graphite. Yeah, that's graphite. We've also got iron here. Does this hit all of those? Oh, dang, nearly. There's only one that's not in it. That's great. Okay. So I've got a ton of iron here. We've got 4 things of graphite. Maybe we can set something up here as well. Another steel factory. We've also got stone right there. I could probably squeeze a concrete factory in here. That's not bad. Let's do it real quick. Shouldn't take long. Okay, there we go. We got some more copper. Not copper, concrete. Copper, concrete, same thing. Anyway, should be making us more steel, which is turning into steel rods, which is going to come down here, and we are going to turn that right into concrete. Bam! And there we go. So now we've got concrete up here. We've got concrete right here. And we're also making concrete over here, but this one here is, I think, temporary. I don't think we want to keep this. This is going to be short-term solution. How are things looking? How many earth tokens? We're up to 10 earth tokens. It's a little slow. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We got to start with the raw resource part that are hard to make, and then we can start mass producing some things. So anyway, we've got concrete coming through here. It looks like, for the most part, we're keeping up with the demand. This belt here is probably not going to stay full forever. It's already gapping a little bit there. I don't know. We'll have to see. But so far, that's looking decent. We're getting some concrete out. I love that. Oh, that is good. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap up this episode right there. In the next one, we got the concrete. I don't even know what else we're going to need. Mostly the concrete. That cleans up a lot of this factory. Like, let's see. I think almost every one of these had concrete in it. I don't see it down here. This guy's got concrete. This guy's got concrete. This guy's got concrete. This one doesn't have concrete. Interesting. This one. Okay, so yeah, we need a ton of concrete. So that part is problem solved. Done deal. I guess we can start working on like computer chips and stuff. I don't think a lot of these required computer chips. Oh, there's a few. I see it in there at least 4 times. Okay, so we could start worrying about something like that. Although, something like that maybe we could just make on the fly when we actually determine that we need it. I don't know. I think what we want to do is set up like one factory, a big one, that's just making these things, whatever the heck they are, matter compressors. Bam. We want to make a big factory that's making these things, magnetic field generators, and we want to make a big factory that's making these things, atomic locators, and then we just want to combine them all together to do the thing. So I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work yet, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there. I don't know at what point I want to go back. You know, like I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this step as 3 factories or if I want to do like this step as like 6 factories and then combine those together. Somewhere I gotta stop. Like I don't want to have a factory for this whole system, obviously. I don't know. I don't know if I'm putting my words out properly, but I'm trying to think if I want 3 mega factories or if I want 6 like pseudo mega factories or however many this is. I don't know. It's probably more than 6. It's probably like 9, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you have an opinion one way or the other, but things are starting to look pretty good. We've got a bunch of the coal being used up, which is great. I don't think there's any other use for the coal, so I could actually make a little bit more graphite over here, probably, if I wanted to. That's not a bad idea. I might do it. I might do it at some point, but we'll leave it for now. But yeah, other than that, we have quite a bit of room left to spare. This whole area, once we actually start getting set up, can get deleted. I want to have something being made while we're sitting around playing in the factory. I don't want to have it just shut off. You feel bad. So that's where I'm at right now. But anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up right there. I hope you're liking the series so far. If you are, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here, and I will see you next time.